Hey, look who's here. Hey, me, Matt.
Hey, me and Matt here, and just finished watching WrestleMania Backlash, or Backlash as I call it anyways, and that was a pretty cool show. And yes, I know that there were zombies, we'll get to that later, but all around, isn't wrestling supposed to be about fun, and sometimes a little bit goofy, but you know what? It is what it is. It was very cool. So, yeah, here it is. So we had the pre-show, which I didn't watch, unfortunately. I just deleted it. But anyways, Sheamus beat Ricochet. And, yeah. I can't believe I haven't seen Ricochet in a long time. I'm not sure why I skipped this match, but there it is. So we began with a triple threat for the Women's Championship. You had Rhea Ripley, who defeated Asuka and Charlotte. It was a pretty cool match. Asuka and Charlotte basically beat the shit out of each other, mostly, and Rhea Ripley ended up pinning Asuka with a Riptide, and there was some other move, but no, this was cool. So she's still the champion. We'll see what happens in the future. Obviously didn't want Charlotte to win, but there it is. Now in this match, before this happened, you had Rudolph attack Ray and Dominic. Dominic had been injured for, I think, his ribs or something, and so the match, you had Dolph and Robert, who basically came out, had Ray come out, and, you know, it was basically a one-sided ass kicking, you know. There was one point where Robert threw Ray to the outside, which was met by a super kick. I thought that was pretty fucking awesome. And I don't even like Dolph Ziggler. So, yeah, this was awesome. I can't understand how good those two are. And they've been around forever as a team, so anyways, Dominic came out, and, you know, Ray was hesitant on taking him, but eventually did, and they had some pretty awesome teamwork. And Dominic had hit the high fly flow onto Dolph, and for the pin, winning the tag team champions, and for the first time ever, you have a father-son tag team championship. And yeah, I mean, I said that Rudolph was going to win. I think Kyle said that Rudolph was going to win, and that didn't turn out that way, so okay, we were wrong. Let's see how this turns out. So this match was interesting. You had The Miz and Morrison talk about the match and the Lumberjacks and who the Lumberjacks were going to be. John Morrison went to the Lumberjacks locker room. I didn't think there was such a thing. Opened the door and there were some zombies. Okay, so anyways, this match happened. Damian Priest came out. You have Miz and Morrison coming out. Zombies are also coming out, and they're surrounding the ring. And like I said, I think that, yeah, it's pretty dumb, but at the same time, you can have fun. There's no championship on the line, so it was fine for what it is. You had a zombie that looked like Elvis. So, yeah, this was pretty cool. But Damien went over, obviously. You had an interaction with him with the zombies, and, you know, they went into the ring. John Morrison came out afterwards and tried to take out Priest, but didn't work, and Damien ended up going over with the South of Heaven, so, well, hit the lights, whatever. He had the SmackDown Championship match, Bianca Belair defeating Bayley, so that was cool. This match was awesome. I mean, they both really beat the shit out of each other. And this was a really good match. You know, Bayley definitely the veteran, and she knew how to try to take the title, but I mean, and she even had Bianca's braid and tried to take that as an advantage. But Bianca ended up going over, using her braid for the pin. Can't even remember how that happened, but yeah, Bianca won. Bayley tried to rake Bianca's eyes, and Bianca was blind for a while. I think she actually ripped one of her eyelashes out. So, not sure about that, but yeah, Bayley lost, and there it is. We'll see what happens in the near future. Have the WWE Championship match with these hosses: Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman, and Drew McIntyre. Yep, Drew and Bobby fighting all the way to the stage, and they tried to throw each other to the LED lights. Drew basically won that fight by throwing Bobby into the side of the stage, into the LED lights with the fireworks going off, or pyro, whatever you want to call it, I don't even know. So yeah, Bobby was taken out for a while. Drew head back, and him and Braun Strowman had a great match. They had Braun basically throw Drew to the table and breaking the announce table, and yeah, he went going for the patented train thingy that he does, and Drew catching him and having a belly to belly. Bobby basically pinned Braun Strowman after Drew hit the Claymore, and out of nowhere, Bobby comes in and wins the match. Still, you're a champion, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, Roman Reigns defeating Cesaro. The way this match was, you know, Cesaro ended up getting his arm injured. You know, it's kind of disgusting how, I think there was something going on. I heard some kind of rattling with his arm when Roman went for the arm breaker. But this was a pretty good wrestling match. Like, there was a lot of holds and a lot of cool shit. So, I mean, Roman won with the choke. I want a sleeper, whatever you want to call it. I mean, Cesaro tried to fight out of it, but to no avail. And Roman is still your Universal Champion. Jey Uso came out with a lei, put it on Roman, and raised his hand. You got Rollins coming out. And Seth Rollins has new theme music, which everyone's getting new theme music all of a sudden, but you think he's gonna attack Roman Reigns, but he ends up going after Cesaro and grabs a chair and basically beats the shit out of Cesaro's injured arm, so that's how that show ended. So it was a good show. Like, I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I know the zombies were lame. I didn't know how this was gonna go, but it went really well, I thought. And you have to be silly, you know, every once in a while, and there's the right kind and there's the wrong kind, I'm sure. What I didn't enjoy was the canned cheering when you look at the audience and the LED thingy and you don't see them reacting. but some of them do. And so, anyways, this was pretty cool. And I can't wait to see what happens next for Hell in a Cell. Anyways, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But, I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews, like